We do all sorts of book signings for local writers throughout the summer and fall. We're the 800-pound gorilla on the tiny community, only 900 people. I don't think it's very different from any very small town. When my sister and I were going out, we were not began spending more and more time here, and probably 10 years ago or so, my sister and I decided that we would take it over. There are not too many multi-family businesses left.
Old Forge seems to do for itself. The thing that's cool about it, drive out and you see tourist shops and that sort of thing, but you also see the Old Forge hardware store, and you see the school right there on the main street. It's one of my favorite places in the park. This park is so big, and there are very few things that stitch it all together. And one of those things is the 90. It starts in Old Forge. Unlike almost anything else, it is the park, sort of this family feeling.
The 90-miler is a big event all through the Adirondacks. It begins after Labor Day, and it tends to be a cool day, and there's usually fog on the pond.
It's also harder than hell.
Yeah.
It's a brutal course to go, that distance in 3 days.
We're training for the 3-day race this weekend in September.
I quit my job.
I just can't take this anymore.
That traces an old path that was used through the Adirondacks. It is the way that people used to get around before we had like the few roads we have in the Adirondacks.
Hasn't been a week.
250 votes in the race, and everybody from elite athletes
sleep until noon, then you
to
watch
people
Rocky
who
and
just
Bullwinkle,
jump in the boat
and then you drive
before
for
the race.
what, a couple hours?
So
You come
people
home,
train
you
a
order
lot,
hot food,
and
and you
it shows, and then some people don't. And that
until
shows
2 in the
as well.
morning.
Pretty similar to the team we had last year, except for it's Amelia's first race.
Right, and then you watch movies
She's
until
been training,
dawn,
she's been
and
paddling
bam.
with her mom for a long time. Races.
You don't think that takes energy? You're a sexual dynamo. Most guys couldn't even handle you. I've been reading books on the outside
It's more of
so
an
I can
event
keep
than
up
it is
with you.
because
It's not
elite
funny.
paddle doesn't matter, your gender doesn't matter. It's a party. It really is.
It's not cute anymore.
Great.
Grueling.
It's a little cute. Come on. I'm part of a lost and restless series. What do you want me to do? Run from the sun?
I don't know what I want.
We're excited and a little nervous. Low in some spots, so there's going to be some spots where we have
So
to
the basic problem is that I'm still around.
pick up the boat a little bit more
Where's that shirt?
individually together enough as a team. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Stock women, number 1 in my heart.
I knew that.
Grace, Amelia, Betsy, and Celia. You ready to
I knew that wasn't going to sound good.
C4 stock? On your mark. Get set.
John, no, it's not going to work. Look, I like you, but I need something more. I need somebody who's going to develop with me,
It's going to
and
be our
somebody who's
bow
going to grow
person,
with me.
Amelia,
Who could grow more than me? Talk about massive
and then I'll
potential
be
for
in third
growth.
seat.
I am the little acorn that becomes the oak. You can't go. All the plants are going to
Part
die.
of the 90-miler follows historic routes used by early guides and settlers in the Adirondacks. Day 1 of the race covers 34 15 lakes and 1 river. It includes several carries or portages.
There's a variety of boats. A lot of the boats are made of carbon fibers, 18 feet long and weigh 40 pounds. But some of the boats, like the Orchid of the Sea, those are in excess of 150 pounds. What's with you?
A lot of carrying that goes on, so you have to sort of be ready for that. After all the care.
It'll help? Hey, can I take your last beer? No. We'll split it. The longest carry is a mile. Some of the carries are really flat. I mean, literally, that's where the wheels really come in handy because the guys can really crank on the road.
With over 3,000 lakes and 30,000 miles of rivers and streams in the Adirondacks, its waterways have always been both a lifeline and a powerful draw.
Yeah, thank you. Toss that up there.
The lake center of the economic engine of the Adirondacks. People want to go to the mountains. People want to go back in the woods. But really what people want is come by the water.
Thank you.
The Army can make you feel a lot.
This doesn't look bad.
What, the Army? It's a kid.
Oh, I've always thought about it. You in the Army?
Oh, shit, you're not the type.
You're not the type.
10 more miles.
I've seen the kind of guys that enlist in the Army. I saw them when I was working on unemployment. They're just like us.
There's a lot of
Except they're not as
community involved.
sophisticated.
At every place you get out of the water to do a carry, there's a bunch of people that have water,
Push-ups.
bars, all kinds of stuff to help
I
out.
got $3. Says I can do 5 push-ups.
Okay, let's go. 5 good ones.
Not Marine push-ups. Simple push-ups.
There's 250 boats and there's 250 stories in the race.
Never heard bones creak.
We have the Wounded Warriors, 3 gentlemen.
That's none.
Fighting for our country in Iraq.
Let's go.
There's a guy named Chuck Lida. He back.
He's almost said, eyeing that
Cigarette.
That's 1. All right, he's off.
Then work,
Moving now.
then work, then work, then food, then work, then work, then food, then work. No, work, no food. Some food. No, maybe dessert.
If we're ready for the Special Olympics. 3.
Really good carries.
4.
Ran the wind back, a lot of them.
5. Can we do it? Congratulations, you just doubled your money.
The second covers 33,
I gotta dry out.
nearly all the way to the village of Tupper Lake.
The Army's my only chance.
In the race,
You join a monastery. Did you ever see a monk get
With its
wildly
history.
struck by some teenage girls?
Never.
There's actually a large number of folks who are still racing Adirondack guideboats. I'm sure they're a pretty high competitor with the other boats. It's very fast. Take people out hunting and fishing. The sports, as they were called, that he was taking out weren't going to carry either the boat or the gear. So he wanted something that he could carry by himself on his shoulders. He could carry a pack basket at the same time. They needed a boat that was easily handled by one person. The sport as well. Steer, but probably most of the time
We're
it didn't.
abandoning it.
The steering paddle was probably
We're
mostly
doing
stowed.
Listen, if I get killed, my blood is on your hands.
The Adirondack guideboat takes about 500 hours to build.
I'm not saying that the Army will be able to do for you
I
what
know.
it did for me.
Something between
All I'm
50 and
saying is
70
that you get out
pounds.
of exactly what you
They're
put into it.
built in the traditional.
Sometimes
built
the
off-
Army's your best shot. Now, there's a couple of questions that I have to ask you. They're a little personal.
Red spruce
You ever
tree.
been convicted
Leaves
of
where
a
the
felony or
stump turns
misdemeanor?
off into the root. There you get naturally curving
That sort
grain.
of convicted?
To have really light planking on the rigid framing.
Never convicted. That's good. Good. Are either of you homosexuals?
Fortunately, the art of guideboat construction isn't being lost.
You mean like
We
flaming
want to
or?
build and stick to the traditional
Well, that's
boat because they're such a
Standard
beautiful
question
boat.
we have to ask.
A lot of these
No,
boats
we're not
are over
homosexual, but we
100
are
years
willing
old.
to learn.
I have friends still rowing boats.
Yeah,
100
did they
years
send us someplace
years old.
special?
How long?
In this year's 90 miler, there are 16 guideboats
All right, now if
competing.
you'll just give Uncle Sam your autograph, yeah?
By the end of day 2,
Sammy?
Celia and Grace's team has spent a total of nearly 12 hours paddling
Now you may.
and are in 6th.
Dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun,
On the third and final day, the hot Indian summer has turned cold and wet, but the paddlers' enthusiasm is undiminished. will take them through upper and lower lakes to the finish in the village of Saranac Lake.
This event was one more boost for the local economy.
You know, holding.
It hits Old Fort, it hits Long Lake, it hits Saranac Lake.
We're smuggling furs or
And
something?
as we move along up the chain of lakes, really having a significant economic impact on the whole region.
General Hanson?
No, I'm not a general, but
The whole idea of a paddle sport event that goes through the Adirondacks, it's an easy thing for people to get
But
behind.
you're right.
They recognize the value of having all of these people in the communities and
People
coming
told me
through.
in O'clock, so catch me up. I appreciate it.
I don't think so, and I really don't care, and I don't have the time to listen to that. See the armband? MP.
Yes, ma'am.
Stands for
Now, let me take
military
you to our
police.
control room. This
Are
is
you on
where
one
all
of
the
these
technical
buses?
stuff
Not
happens.
yet, ma'am.
Over here, we've got our
My
master
job is
audio
to see
board
that
where
big, strong
we
men like
mix all of
you
our
get on these
music
buses
that you
without
hear,
getting
the
lost.
place our singers sing.
So why don't you
This is
just,
where
leave
all
on
that
and get on the
sounds
bus?
to the extras when they have
Check him off.
You know, there's a strip search before you get on the bus.
Really?
Yeah, be careful, man. So what, I guess we dig each other. Have you seen each other around the officers' club? Watch out for this guy, he's a troublemaker.
Hi, do you have your papers?
Yes, here. What happens if I refuse to get on the bus?
Oh, you look like a sensitive, intelligent guy. Don't make this shitty.
Usually with some
Oh
kind.
boy, soldier.
I don't see you experience.
maybe you just I mean, not a believable one, but second, you're basically the same amount of work.
What do you think?
I hope we don't go to war.
Excuse me, stewardess. Is there a movie on this
That's
flight?
what horror.
Bus?
A movie on this flight? Inside, off the bus. Off the bus. Right on inside. Look it outside. Look it out. Look it out. Look it out. Off the bus. Right on inside. Sergeant Holker.
No response.
Yes, sir.
No, he responded.
Stay was coming.
Please.
That's supposed to be fun.
I'm Captain Stillman, the new company commander. Nice to meet you, sir.
That's a choice.
Fine-looking group of men, wouldn't you say so?
Boy, I hope this is the mess hall. How's it going, Eisenhower?
Not so much.
Yes, sir. Fine-looking bunch of men. That's well. Get them inside and carry on, I guess. I'll be in my office if you need me. Inside! Don't miss it. Don't try to get right over here. Have that removed. Men, welcome to the United States Army. I'm Sergeant Hope. I'm your drill sergeant. Before we proceed any further, we gotta get something straight.
Price at Walmart. Old.